In the game of Minecraft, life is never easy, especially in the Nether. We as players always have to worry about not burning in fire or lava or getting attacked by mobs in the Nether, and for piglins living here, life is certainly not easy too. In this video, we will follow the life of a little piglin, born in a bastion and growing up in a world full of challenges. Our little piglin was born in a bastion, one of the few safe places in the Nether for piglins. The bastions are pretty ruined after centuries of neglect, giving them the name Remnant Bastions. Our piglin spends his days playing with his piglin friends. He especially enjoys playing with his little pet hoglin. He called the hoglin Wiggles, and he and his friends would play with him every day. They all fought to take turns riding him. The three piglins even stacked themselves on top of Wiggles one time, which was pretty funny. Our piglin would go on to explore the dangerous and mysterious Nether, learning from the elder piglins. The elder piglins would always talk about life in the olden days. No one would really bother to listen to them though. So anyways, our piglin's life was simple, but it also was filled with excitement and him wanting to make a name for himself. And as he grew older, our little piglin learned the ways of the Bastion. He learned how to mine gold, a skill highly valued by piglins as piglins love gold more than anything, how to fend off the dangerous creatures such as the hoglins that roam the Crimson Forests, and how to be brave in the face of adversity. He was not just a baby piglin anymore, but a brave and skilled member of the community. But life in the Nether is never easy, and our little piglin had to face many dangers. One day, a player entered the Bastion, taunting the piglins. He began to steal the piglins' gold. He stole many gold blocks. He opened and closed chests just to taunt the piglins. Our piglin was scared, but he knew he had to stand up for what he believed in. But then, the player pulled a sneaky trick. He placed Soulfire and soul lanterns everywhere around the Bastion, scaring the piglins. No piglins would go near him. The older piglins called them the works of the devil, but our little piglin wasn't having any of it. Piglins have a deep calling to protect their friends whenever even one is attacked. He was sick of this player's tomfoolery. He knew that his home was under attack and that he had to do something about it. But wait, pause. Why are piglins so scared of Soulfire in the first place? There is no definitive answer, but my theory is it's because the souls that power the Soulfire give the piglins PTSD about their past. Let me explain. The piglins were once just normal pigs in the overworld that were taken to the Nether. The piglins and hoglins both evolved from the pigs once they entered the Nether. The hoglins learned to survive through brute strength, while the piglins learned to survive through intelligence and walking more like we do. The ancient players of the past, known as the ancient builders, took advantage of the piglins and used them to do the tedious labor of mining for gold. Only the old veteran piglins still remember these days, and they always tell the younger piglins about the tyrannical rule of the players, warning them to never trust the players. Even though these ancient builders are long dead, their souls can still be found in the soul sand and soul soil of the Nether. You can see the screaming souls in these soul particles. They have a distinct cyan color. The energy from these souls helps fuel Soulfire and soul lanterns. So whenever piglins get close to Soulfire, they feel the presence of the ancient souls and it gives them PTSD about their past and makes them panic. Returning back to our piglin friend, he knew he would have to get over his fear of Soulfire. He would have to become one of the Piglin Brutes, the toughest of the piglins who patrolled the Bastion. Never scared of anything, and never even able to be bribed by gold. To become a Piglin Brute and earn his black clothes, he would have to go through rigorous training. He was forced to overcome the piglins' biggest fear of Soulfire and zombified pigs. Zombie piglins and hoglins terrify the piglins as it gives them memories of the time when the Minecraft world was infected by a zombie virus that turned the ancient players of the past into the modern day zombies we see in the overworld. It's also a good rule of thumb to run away from a zombie with rotten skin that's potentially infectious. Our piglin knew that he had to go through rigorous training if he was ever going to be a Piglin Brute, the toughest of all the piglins. He practiced honing his skills and mastering the art of using a golden axe. Our piglin knew that he had to face his fear if he was ever going to be a true Piglin Brute. He faced the soul lantern, trembling at first, but then slowly calmed down. He then faced the zombie piglin and took a deep breath and then slowly relaxed. Our piglin had done it. He had overcome his fear of soul lanterns, and after more rigorous training, he had become a true Piglin Brute. He knew that he was now ready to defend his home and his fellow piglins. He went to destroy the soul lanterns that the troll had placed. Now, he searched the Nether for the player, seeking revenge. Our piglin explored the depths of the warped forest and crimson forests, but couldn't find him. He wasn't gonna give up though. As he was walking through a warped forest, he saw a ginormous nether fortress, a structure built long ago by ancient builders. He admired the halls for a bit, and as he was walking, a wither skeleton, which was a sworn enemy of the piglins, surprise attacked him. Piglins hate both the wither and wither skeletons with a passion. This probably started because when the ancient builders were being threatened by the wither, they armed the piglins with golden swords and axes to fight against the wither and his minion army of wither skeletons. After the piglins defeated the wither, they realized they could rule themselves. This is how piglins got their independence and why piglins always carry golden swords and crossbows. Anyways, the piglin and wither skeleton locked eyes, and then began a fight to the death. The piglin quickly gave it a couple deadly blows with his golden axe. But before the wither skeleton died, it slashed the piglin multiple times, giving him the poisonous withering effect. After this duel, the piglin decided to head back home, but as he walked back towards the Bastion, he encountered the player. He immediately hid all signs of weakness and charged. The player noticed him too. He was taken aback by the piglin's courage. His tricks didn't work anymore. He had never seen a piglin like this before. One who wasn't scared of Soulfire or soul lanterns. He thought it was funny at first, but now he was starting to get annoyed. The player tried to scare our piglin again and again, but our hero wasn't going to take it anymore. He fought back, using all the skills he had learned in the Bastion. He was fast, he was strong, and he was determined to protect his home and people. And so, the player fled. Our piglin wanted to taunt him, but Piglin Brutes can't dance, so the piglin instead played the song Pig Step. When he got back to the Bastion, he told his friends all about his adventures, and although our piglin liked being a brute, he went back to just being a simple, normal piglin, growing netherwort on the side as a hobby. But a few weeks later, the player returned. Our piglin was annoyed that the troll returned again, and pulled out his golden sword and was ready to throw down. But this time, the player wasn't holding a weapon. He was holding gold and was wearing gold armor. This confused the piglin, as he wasn't sure what the player was doing. Had he had a change of heart? The gold armor and gold entranced him, and he lowered his weapon. The player and the piglins had a good bartering session, trading gold for various items. Our piglin wasn't going to let him off the hook that easily though. He could tell the player really wanted ender pearls, so he purposefully gave him the pearls very last so he could maximize the amount of gold he got. The sneaky trickster. And so, our once little piglin grew up to be a strong and brave adult veteran. He lived out his years very happily until he peacefully despawned, the natural cause of death for most Minecraft mobs. He had faced many challenges and dangers dealing with players and other enemies. And that, my friends, is the life of a Minecraft piglin, full of wonder, danger, and adventure. If you want to hear more about the story of piglins, click this video here. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already.